Okay, so when we're looking at the Glute Max Kickback, we want to line up the cable at about knee height or just above. I think knee height is fine. I personally like it just a bit above knee height, and I think both will work just fine. Next, you're going to attach the cable to the front part of your ankle straps. Sometimes they have ones on the side. Ideally, they do, but you're going to attach to the front for the Glute Max Kickback. Next, it's hard to tell here, but my right foot is attached to the cable. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to line up your non-working side leg with the cable. And what that's going to do, it's going to set up a slight diagonal motion for the kickback. Because technically the Glute Max doesn't run directly forward and back. It runs on a very slight diagonal. And so by lining up the cable with your non-working side leg, and so my left leg is the non-working side or the planted leg, and it's directly lined up with the cable here as you can see. That's going to allow us to get a nice lineup for the Glute Max. From there, we're going to take a big step back. Hands are going to be holding the cable, staying in a neutral spine. And we are going to bring our leg forward with a bent knee. All right, we are going to bend the knee on the way up. And then we are going to press our foot back and through. Knee comes up, press down and back. Press down and back. And what you'll see is there's a slight external rotation in my foot here, not a lot. As you can see, as I'm kicking back, my leg is slightly rotating towards the working side. That's okay if that external rotation happens a little bit. It shouldn't be something that you're doing aggressively. We don't need a lot of external rotation here to get that fully shortened glute max here. Bringing that knee up, pressing down and back. I like using the term cable press down or press back just to emphasize the fact that you are actually pushing. If you feel like elevating the planted leg on a plate allows you to kind of do this a little bit more smoothly without this leg hitting the floor, that's totally great. I'm all for it, totally fine. Just remember to not exceed your active range so that you stop when your glute is fully contracted and you're not getting into like lumbar hyperextension here where you have this big arch in your back. And so just remember, more distance is not better. We're looking to shorten the glute. What we don't want is a big hyperextension in the low back. And so keep that neutral spine, bring that knee up, press down, swing back, squeeze the glute here, slight external rotation on the way back. Whether you use the plate or not is totally personal preference. I find it to be a little bit helpful and not a huge annoyance. And so if you can snag one, then I do think it can be helpful.